Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be embellishing 2 envelopes for my journal. I'm going to use these printables I got from Tracy Fox. I'll leave a link to her Etsy shop down below. She has these black and white butterflies as well as some amazing label printables that I love to use. So I will leave a link to her in the description box down below, to her channel and to her Etsy shop in case for some reason you haven't heard of her already. So I'm coloring with my colored pencils today. I thought about busting out the watercolors because I do love using those, but I figured I would mix it up and do something different. If we want to get really picky about our coloring, I decided to bust out one of these smudge sticks. I really like the way, I don't know, there's just something fun about blending the colored pencil just a little bit more. I am not a professional colorer, as you guys know. I say it all the time. I just do it because it's fun and it's relaxing and I enjoy the process of it. So I had these smudge sticks from Hobby Lobby. You can pick them up in any art store and they just do a good job of blending the colored pencil. I also don't really have the patience for fussy cutting. Like, it's painful to me when I have to cut things out. So this is sped up so fast. It took me obviously a lot longer than this, but I like to just trim around the edges and not be so technical about getting up close. And then I'll just ink it later so it hides some of my cutting flaws. So I'm taking this black envelope that came in the collection that I recently released in my Etsy shop. It is a black cash style envelope. I just thought it was interesting. It loads from the top and holds dollar bills. So I decided to collage a little bit on top of it. I'm going to start with this dictionary page. I really appreciate it when something I create for my journal does more than just what it was intended for. So, like with this envelope, I can add some journaling to the inside of the envelope, but I'm going to add this glassine bag to the front of the envelope, and then I have an additional little tuck spot that I can add my claim check to. This little glassine bag and the claim check came in the kit, and for some reason I'm having a lot of fun doing the black and white. Not really white, I guess. The claim check is white. But the butterfly, I don't play with black very often, so it's just kind of fun. For those of you who have been following this Count Your Blessings series, surprise, surprise, I busted out a little bit more of that tissue paper. You knew it was coming, didn't you? So this is some tissue paper I had in my stash, and I thought really quick, I already glued the bag down, but I'm like, oh man, this needs some of that tissue paper smooshed under there. So the glue was still pretty wet, and I was able to get that underneath. So the collection came with a cigarette or a tea card, and I always love it when I'm able to find enough of something like that to include in the collection. I don't want to glue this down, but I think it'll be a great little focal point on the envelope. So I used one of those tiny Tim Holtz paper clips that I had on my desk, and I just clipped it to the front of the bag, so at any time I want to pop up and read the back of it, I can. Now I'm just looking for a little bit of something I could stick under that envelope. I think about that little page flag for a second, but then I decide on this brown price tag, and I love that. I love that it has the black print on it that really blends it, you know, into the butterfly a little bit. So I'm breaking out the vintage photo ink for this since it's a little darker than the rest, and I'm just going to glue my elements down, and that will be the end of this envelope. Moving on to the second envelope, I decided to use one of these little tuck spot strips that we created in a video here recently. I'll leave the link to all of the previous videos in the description box down below in case you missed any and you'd be interested. So I had some of those strips left over, and I thought it would make a great little tuck on this envelope. So I'm going to do a little layering here again with the dictionary page I've already been tearing up and this tuck spot. For the fun of it, I thought, why not add some sewing to the side of this tuck spot so it looks like I sewed it down. And now I'm looking for some elements to add to that tuck spot. This small inventory type tag came in the collection. I'm just inking it up. It's not that I'm really trying to make it look aged as much as I just love the definition the ink line adds to it when it's laying against the rest of the project. I decided it would be a great place to use this vintage playing card that came in the collection as well. I love that floral bouquet and just the bright, vibrant colors that are on this card. So I'm going to use this as a journaling card. So this time I just grabbed my white gesso and I'm just adding a layer so I can write over it. I don't want to cover up the numbers and the hearts completely. I like them peeking through. If you don't have gesso, you can definitely use a regular white paint and that'll work just fine. One of the vintage postage stamps that I had in my collection was red, and I thought, this is beautiful, it matches that card. So I'm sticking it here up on my tag. Then there is this giant cardboard thing. I really love playing with numbers lately. It's another texture and another layer that we can add to our projects. So there are some perforated little tags here at the bottom. I am just going to rip that a little bit and make it fit on my project. And then I'm grabbing one of those Dollar Tree butterflies. This is a stamp set that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I love them and I'm playing a lot with them in this journal. And I already had some just painted a little bit, nothing fancy, just made to be shiny, and I'm going to add that as a focal point on my envelope. Alright you guys, and that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget the links to Tracy Fox and those butterflies will be in the description box down below. Also, there is a design team, as I always say, for the collection, so their links will be in the description box down below. I'm sure they're going to make something adorable this month. The Count Your Blessings collection, maybe there's still some available in the Etsy shop. That link is in the description box down below as well as all of the other videos I've made in this series. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I hope that you enjoyed. I'd love to see you over in the Facebook group as well. We're posting a lot of fun things over there right now, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!